most people in the management, they are not taught to be leaders. And in the shade unapatanga unasikia corporate is so toxic. It's because of managers. If we can have leaders, then this problem of speed, I think we can solve it. Nakwambia mtu anakuja, what is the issue?
Yeah.
I think we designers, when we are not on that time, we are just lazy. Yeah, like me. If you want to come and kill me, kill me. If you want to judge me, judge me.
Ama, it's called deadline because they pushing us to die.
Karibuni tena to Kenyan Design Conversations. Hii ni space ya Mad Vibes, Design Arts na zile real talks za kudesign, kudevelop na kulevel up maisha yako in style. Ko hapa kukuchanua while continuously upgrading each other, and also ni place ya kuchallenge our own personal beliefs. I know you know that, right?
Karibuni Conversationalist. Today we are honored to have an amazing, I'll say, not a visitor, but she's gonna be a co-host, and she's joining us. Vanessa, welcome.
Thank you.
It's an honor to have you here.
It's an honor to be here.
Yeah, and we look forward to having the chemistry and bringing balance into the podcast. So many people have been complaining that
We're going to reduce high school at chemistry. And that could reduce a more concept.
Yeah, so many people have been complaining at
gender imbalance.
Yeah. So we are happy that we've now balanced that. Yeah.
Yes.
Tell people who you are before maybe some of us who are regular can introduce ourselves.
Sawa. I'm Vanessa Kondu. I am UI UX designer and nimekuja ku bring balance. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
Umekuwa na graphic designer sana inside.
Haya.
Watu wanakupata wapi?
Watu wananipata wapi? Mnanipata mnanipata tu LinkedIn peke yake. Mnaweza nipata tu LinkedIn Vanessa Kondu.
Hauna nini OF?
Nimeattend. Kama si huko tupatane barabarani ukiniona.
Only friends.
Tunasema nimeattend, sio nimeattend.
Si nimesema only friends. Si ingine.
Sasa kuna ingine?
I like the chemistry already.
Small concept.
Yeah, and Moses, if you can introduce yourself.
I'm your favorite co-host, aka founder and CEO. Bila mnanijua kama kawaida. I'm a graduated graphic designer or creative director. You can find me anywhere.
Graduated?
Yeah, I graduated.
Amazing.
I never graduated, but I just came. Anyway, you can find me on, I think, all platforms. LinkedIn, Oigi Moses, Instagram,
Awesome.
Twitter, lakini usitafute Twitter. Don't look for me on Twitter.
Because it's old and it's gone. We have X.
Zile
millennial. What's millennial?
Mimi ni millennial.
Millennial.
Senior teenager.
Yeah, and I'm Dev Tindi. You can find me on KDK Podcasts. If you want to find me personally, drop a comment below and I will share where you can find me in the description.
Mnitafute ni matent niweke namba yake.
Anyway, today is a special day because we hosted an event last weekend which was fun. For those who missed, for those who came, they came and they went away with something, either someone or something. So either they walked away with networking connections or they walked away with information and knowledge. Amaniaji.
I agree.
No, ilikuwaje?
Event ilikuwa poa. Event ilikuwa poa sana. panel ilikuwa imejaa makubwa. Heshimiwa. Ilikuwa very insightful.
Kusema heshimiwa watadhania tulikuwa na Babu Wino.
Bana majina makubwa.
Unajitanga CEO na unasema nimepatiana jina makubwa.
Sasa ndio ni CEO.
I think you don't understand it. Yaani anamaanisha CEO yeye.
Sio mimi. Founder lakini sio mimi.
Yeah. We have another one coming, and let me confirm, when is it? It's gonna be on 25th, if I'm not wrong. This month. And we're going to talk about design trends that are emerging now. So if you ask the question, what's popping? Sahi unauliza designer, what's stacking? No. What's stacking?
For those who registered for last week's event and never show up, you'd love to show for the next one.
Yeah, please. We want to learn from you also.
Yeah. Atujui kila kitu.
100%.
All right. So today we want to talk about speed versus quality in design. Will you hire a designer who delivers quality or a designer who works with speed? And with speed, if being specific, we have speed versus poor quality, and there are those who have speed but they deliver great quality, right? So will you hire someone who delivers on time, poor quality, or someone who takes time and gives you value?
Ni swali rahisi lakini ni swali ngumu. Because I think kuna two ways to look into this. Sometimes I feel like kama designers ama two people in general, unaweza take your time but nika una postpone kitu, so unaenda hapo ufanye kitu. But kwa time pia like the slower you go the better. Mimi I feel like nini zote mbili, but ina depend. Because ukifanya kitu haraka inamaanisha tuko na something na tunaweza angalia from it. So tunaweza refine from there. Tukifanya vitu pia polepole pia iko sawa juu as long as unaleta quality.
Yeah.
So I feel like si mind either, because unaweza fanya kitu haraka alafu to refine from there. That will be my take.
Me, I'll always be against speed. Because ukiangalia like the traditional design, speed was brought up by agencies actually. Because agencies ndio walikuwa wanekanga kwa requirements.
Because ni agents.
Yeah.
So they want to do it urgently.
Yeah.
Agents want to do it urgently.
So me, I'll always be against speed because primarily I'm a designer and I know what it takes to come up with a good design. Wezi niambia I need a poster like today in the afternoon. I'll definitely, juu nimekaa kwa industry, I'll give you something. But me by the end of the day najonga, no, this is not a good work. But nikupatia. But I know for me I fluctuate when it comes to creativity. So when it comes to hiring someone, I think I'll focus more on quality rather than time they are trying to bring. Quality and someone maybe who's disciplined. Because by the end of the day, ambia mtu yako discipline and they know they give quality work, atakwambia this will take this much time.
Yeah.
Rather than nakwambia tu just because you are desperate for money, hii ndakupatia afternoon and then zile vitu. So in the long run, design always takes time. Mimi unaweza niambia nikufanyie kitu saizi and I won't do it. You have no idea. But in the middle of the night, then idea comes from nowhere, then I'm like, let me do this and try.
Have you guys ever worked with stakeholders in terms of the ones who have projections and goals for a business? Because you're saying that you're waiting for an idea to come overnight. will not click right with them, because these people are after also speed and efficiency and time is money. if you know what I mean. Yeah, so they're trying to reach goals, hit their milestones earlier or at the estimated time. It's really a very hard space to put yourself into if you're trying to defend your work as a designer and the time is taking. I've been there with stakeholders. I don't know what your take you guys are on that, because those people do not care. They think like it's sort of like building something. You know, when you have what is it called? Manual. When assembling a bed, you're given a manual and pieces. You can put it together, right? By checking the manual. So they mostly think in that way. They think this is just something I've given you a manual. I just want you to fix those pieces together. But that's not the case. So how do you defend yourself in such cases? Or looking at things from a perspective of a business owner?
I think ultimately I was going to touch on that, like as you were speaking. I agree kabisa. Quality design takes time. But sasa in a scenario where in the next 1 month, let's assume maybe Google, in the next 1 month, we need vile AI inasonga, things are moving. Of course, we need to be there. So where does that sasa trade-off come in? Whereby, of course, as a good design takes time, and I agree with that 100%. But as much as good design takes time, money, we live economy ya kasongo inasonga. Like there's no, like there's that trade-off penye hadi mimi naelewa, na ndo maana niko I agree, quality, let's take our time, but at the same time I think pia nimejipata place unakuwa hii kitu inahitajika as soonest as yesterday, na inakuwa sasa how do you try and communicate. I feel like mimi ningesema it takes time, but sasa back to if you have, okay, I think especially like UI UX ama designing of interfaces, hii kitu haishangi. WhatsApp always itakuwa na like anything you're using Instagram, WhatsApp. Exactly. I think specifically kwanza maybe interface uwezi compare na kitu kama graphic poster ukitengeneza leo ni hivyo, hakuna nini nyingine. But sasa I feel like for interface kuna so many iterations, so ina come to tengeneza tu something and then from there haimanishi ni the last thing, because I feel like kuna time unajipatanga umekaa sana, you're not making any progress and it's like the clock is ticking. That's why I'm like, it takes time, but I feel like avoid kukua kwa hiyo loop penye tu you're not doing anything. It's like toa tu something alafu see we can make adjust, kuzibu angalia Facebook ikianza, Instagram ikianza, huwezi compare na saizi penye imefika.
But what you said makes sense. But I usually feel like as much as the UI changes, they don't just wake up one day and say, wait, Dave, when the product designer, tunahitaji by kesho hii update. It takes time of trial and error back behind the scene. It takes time.
It happens. I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there where they say we need this by Monday because we've got a new partner. They want to integrate. We want to show them something. So please have this by Monday.
Boom.
It happens. So okay, not every time, but those are
But by the end of the day, as much as it happens, as much as you're going to do it, it's not going to be that perfect. True or false?
It's not going to be perfect.
Yeah, exactly. So as much as you can do it within a short time, it's not going to be that perfect, because hata mimi kuna zile designs and naambianga we need this by tomorrow, and I do it. Then later on I come and start digesting that design, then I'm like, oh, hii ningeka hapa hivi ingekaa fiti. So like as much as we are in a world whereby AI can make poster or can make a UI within a click of a button, it doesn't mean that we don't need to appreciate time. Because kama saizi, I'm trying to look for long-term projects, because ni kama there's this, kama saizi I'm having a long-term project ninafanya. Jana nilikuwa nimekaa chini tu, then I'm like, Actually ilikuwa juzi. Then nilikuwa naangalia, there were some changes client alikuwa amerequest on the logo. Then nikakaa chini nikaangalia hiyo logo, then I was like, na nikimeki change itakaje?
Au kwa umesimama?
Sikuwa nimesimama. So as it takes time, you realize that there's some few changes on the design that you can do to make that design logo like one day or few hours. It won't look as nice as ile logo yenye nimeteka week. It won't. I can take it to the bank.
Yeah.
It won't. You are in your mind within 2 minutes or 5 minutes. It won't be the same na ile you umeunda within a week.
For sure.
Yeah. Interesting.
So as much as we all trying to chase the money, I'm not telling people not to chase money because na hii economy lazima we chase dough. So yeah, you can hire that first, but also you need to appreciate quality.
Okay, but I think sasa the question would be how do you like manage expectations za watu wanakuambia I need it in one day? How do you like bring that out? Because sisi tunajua it takes time, vile tu umesema a few hours one day huwezi compare na 1 week, but sasa how do you like communicate this to someone who ako like hii inahitajika Monday? How do you for example umetengeneza kitu na haraka umempea alafu akwambie maybe compare, so how do you communicate ndio ikuwe like, ama you don't communicate it, ama the customer is always right, akitaka hii 1 week unampatia na mnaendelea na hiyo story?
Everyone is a project manager in one way or another. Either you might be working directly with a client or you might be working below others who maybe you have a project manager or somewhere. But deep down, everyone who touches something, a project, a design project, is some sort of a project manager because you have to manage that project. And it just comes down to how good you are, the skills you have in terms of managing expectations. Managing expectation is one of the most needed skills, especially in the field that I'm in, product management, because you are the bridge between the leadership and the team. When they expect something to be up by a certain date, if all goes right, applause always goes to the team. But if it goes wrong, everything points to you as a product manager or a project manager, whichever way the field you are in. So your question was, how do you manage expectations? It's a challenge. I don't have a clear, straight answer for you, but I think it comes down to you being also solid and firm in your space and cutting off BS early on. Because if you entertain BS and they understand you're the kind of person who entertains that, they're always going to push you on the wall. So if things are not realistically possible, just say the truth and say, I'm sorry, I don't think we can hit this by the set deadline. It's impossible. This is the question. This is what we have. Okay, these are the requirements. So if you want us to hit this deadline, what do you think we should compromise? What do you think we should cut off? Because looking at this realistic deadline, I think in these 50 requirements, we can only hit 4. So what is the trade-off? What's the trade-off? If you want us to dismiss the rest and go with the 4, we are very sure we can hit the deadline by the set date. If not, you want everything, I'm sorry, it cannot be possible. Sometimes you just have to fight. It's a battle with them. Yeah. If you're working with a client, it's also similar. Just apply the same. Tell the client, realistically, you want this thing. We need trade-off somewhere, because you cannot expect to get everything you're requiring by this certain date to be executed. We have to have a trade-off. Either trade-off can be even quality. You want an MVP. Okay, let's push this MVP without so much beauty and so much complexity, just keeping things simple. But if you want us to achieve best results for this, I think we should extend our deadline to this certain date. Unafaa pia umekaa chini umeangalia realistically how long it will take, and you counter that. They will think back of their mind, okay, he's someone who's able to compromise to achieve what we want. He's not just someone who's can be pushed and they think they can do it and they mess it. So you should always have trade-offs and explain clearly what the trade-offs are, and also have your deadline set to hit realistically complete or execute it. Yeah, they will look at the two and they will make their own decision.
I think hiyo ni kitu sema kitu very important, trade-offs. Do you agree ama?
I agree, because it all goes down to communication. Don't be a yes person because you don't know me. Sema yes, kesho asubuhi uko nayo. Kesho asubuhi hata hujaanza una idea like
we when will this be building done? Alafu your building aija tomorrow morning.
Kesho utakuwa nayo.
Umesema usikue mtu wa high pitch nini? Voice.
So it all goes down to communication. Lede mtu umesema. Ambia pea tu mtu reality. Yenye unataka by kesho iwezi. Na ikiweza by kesho, it won't be something that you'll appreciate.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
One thing also, what do you think in the back of stakeholders, clients, leadership, and I'm speaking this to cut across everyone, freelancer, anyone who works under a team, what do you think is in the back of the mind of the leadership, client, or stakeholders? Because most of us designers, we came from artistic backgrounds and we treat it as art, and it's a process. This thing, what is it called? Ideas. Sometimes they take time. Sometimes you might hit my English today is not Englishing. Inaitwaje kama una ideas like block, write a block, something like that, They don't consider that. They think this is just a process that is straightforward and cuts across. Like you take A, you put it into B, and you get D. But they don't consider us, because sometimes we approach these things with a very creative mind. You want to be in a very creative space, and a space I do not mean literally, but your mind is in that space where you can sit down and be innovative. It's also innovation because you're bringing something that is non-existent into an existing physical world. They don't consider that. Do you think it's one of the major problems we're having in terms of speed versus quality?
Shida inakuanga like most people in the leadership places, they don't have idea. Let me give an example like Kenya. Unapata most the exes grow up, all this that you're having today, the UI, the graphic design, it was not important.
Yeah.
It was there, but it was not important. For them, it was as long as umeingia umeona unga ni dola, basi wamechukua. The rest, sijui hierarchy, sijui whatever, white space, uhusu. So they never grew up in that world. So for them, they grew up knowing that. So they have that knowledge. Kama ni accountant, your work is straight. Hauhitaji you need to think of something. No. Yours is numbers. Or your work is marketing. You need to make sure that these numbers come from here to here. It's straight.
Yeah.
But for us, as creative, it's not straight. And it will never be straight. Ati, umekanga tu everything iko pre-programmed. UI tu, yani uko tu na yetu iko ready. So most people in the leadership wako na that mindset that it's your career path, so definitely you know what you're doing. So whatever I need, you have already it in your brain. So if I tell you like I need this UI by tomorrow, wewe uko tu na iko pre-programmed, iko hapo hivyo, ni kuja tu kutoka kwa akili yako na kuiweka hapo. That is what goes in their mind.
Yeah.
Because they know that by the end of the day, this is your career path. This is what you're doing. They don't know that in my career path, it's not as straight as those people in the accounting zone in numbers.
Yeah.
Or those people in marketing, they know I'll go and touch a few places here and here and here and do some few marketing bars. Numbers imetoka from 10 to 15. For us, there are those days utamka asubuhi, then you're like, I have nothing at all. And then those days utamka, you're like, today I can create like 1 million UIs. So most people in the leadership, they don't understand that. For us, it's a fluctuating world.
Yeah.
Unaweza unda kitu, you have hata usiji huko umeenda kuangalia in inspiration, something to just come up with, sema tu wacha niunde hii. Ukiingia Pinterest you know the same thing, and you're like then you need to go back and try to come up with something else.
Yeah.
So I think people in the leadership, then there was another guy alikuwa sema like most people in the management, they are not taught to be leaders. Someone today does good, ametoa marketing, is a marketing intern, some few numbers, kidogo ni marketing manager. Amerudi shule, kidogo ni marketing director.
Anapeana numbers, anakuwa marketing manager instead of account.
So unapata like actually Simon Sinek alikuwa anasema most people in the leadership, that in the management, they're not taught to be leaders, they're taught to be managers.
Yeah.
So that's why they come to manage people, not to lead people. So I think people need to change that. People need to go to these webinars and this training so they can teach people in the management to become leaders. Some call themselves leaders, of which by then they're not leaders, they're managers. Because mtu anakuja kwambia Dave, we have something, or we have this investor amekuja, then we need this new feature, we need it by Thursday. Na pengine leo ni Wednesday. Then you're like, no. Not easily. A manager atakwambia Dave, we don't care, we need it by tomorrow. A leader will tell you, okay, we can't get it by tomorrow, when can you get it?
Or what should we compromise?
Yeah, exactly. So unapata like, and in the shade unapatanga unasikia corporate is so toxic. It's because of managers. If we can have leaders, then this problem of speed, I think we can solve it. Atakwambia mtu anakuja, what is the issue?
Yeah.
Yesterday I told you to do this thing, you did it within 2 minutes. Leo nimekwambia ufanye like almost the same thing. It has taken you all day. What is the issue?
Yeah, what's the problem?
Yeah. So unapata sisi tuko nayo shida.
Also, to counter this a bit, and I'm speaking from a designer's point of view, and I think most of us will relate here. There's something my leader always pushes is, he always tells us pressure is privilege. And to some level, I find it making sense. Pressure is privilege. Yeah? Have you ever been into a space where you are pushed by deadlines and something you were supposed to do 2 months ago, you have a week to deliver, and you jump on it, and it turns out to be the best work that a client appreciates. In the back of your mind, you know, I've just worked this with speed, I don't think there's anything important here, but you find out that this is one of the most celebrated work you've ever done. Have you ever guys found yourself in that space? Like some work you don't even consider, you push it faster,
and then boom.
It's what's being most celebrated, and the one that you
Took
give
your time.
Time,
Process.
space, you go touch grass, you come back. You deliver hivi, client and they reject, anaiona hivi kama
Hakuna ingine.
You're like, what's happening? I took my time here.
Umeteka wewe kufanya kitu na nakwambia It's a good start.
Like I'm finished. What do you mean?
No, but I think at your end of your creativity, then I can it's a good start. It does happen.
And I think that's why there's that part of sometimes I don't know, there was even someone who was saying that of course the design process iko na process yake, like itakangi haraka, but pia kuna hiyo thin line ya kwa time unaweza take your time na kusikwe na anything that is there's really nothing being done. Basa ndo I think alikuwa akisema like as juu ya hiyo like kunafaa kuwa na like constant like kujua tu umefika wapi, leo kuna kaji
check up,
because I feel like kuna hiyo time unajipatanga, yes you're taking your sweet time, but uko like hadi afadhali basi deadline ingekuwa kesho. Like nika inaharakisha akili. So I feel like kuna ka thin line penye sometimes unaweza jipata ume touch grass lakini hausongi.
But like touch pencils.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Halik Garden Gala, which is located in Nairobi along Wayaki Way, next to Nairobi School, just before the ABC roundabout, where all your plants and garden accessory needs are met. We specialize in landscaping, indoor, outdoor, and ornamental plants, fruit trees, metallic flower baskets, fiber, clay, and plastic pots, garden ornaments and accessories like wind chimes, garden arcs, benches, bird baths, you name it. Just to add that unique artistic charm to your garden. So whether you're starting a home garden, running your office, or even doing it as a hobby, we've got the perfect plant for you to help turn your space into a green haven. We do deliveries countrywide. Visit us today. Let's grow something beautiful.
Also, another thing, I think most businesses, people who enter into business, and mostly I'll talk about solo clients who are looking for freelancers, they don't consider something called MVP. They want to go all in. They don't understand we have something called MVP. Let's test out with this and see.
Let's see what people
want.
Like
you said in the beginning, the likes of WhatsApp, Facebook, even YouTube, UIs are not the same. Or the products themselves, they don't have the features they started with. They were not pretty as they are right now. But we chase for high aesthetic products to be executed as quickly as possible to the market. Thinking that, and this is a problem, I'm not bashing them. I've worked with a couple of founders and they all say the same thing. This is gonna be the next biggest thing. And after 2-3 years, they close the shop. So I also think it's part of that in our culture or in our processes, MVP has not been given so much attention. But if it were, then we could not have this problem of being pressured to deliver high quality things in the shortest time possible. Instead, it could be like, let's work on an MVP. Then we'll improve, iterate. Any feature that comes, let's start with MVP like that.
Let's start with something and then we develop on it. I feel like I'd appear to I don't know, I feel like capitalism, the world, like it as much as we would also like to have that slow process, back again to people uko juu wanaangalia numbers. Vile tu umesema, there's that straight line. You know, there's the business aspect of it. There's this needs to happen. So it's like I wish it would have been different, but pia kuna so many factors that zinafanya hawa managers or leaders wana push those deadlines ama wanataka speed. Inakuwa so tricky.
Big example tapatiana ni people need to look as these creative softwares. They like taking Adobe, Blender. Like ukiangalia before they release Photoshop 2026, they release Photoshop 2025 and immediately they'll start working on a better version of 2026. So there are those guys who will enroll on that. There are those designers who will enroll in Photoshop 2026, but it's a better version. So with time, they
Beta,
start...
BATA or... Yeah. Anyway, we get where beta, BET.
Yeah. So like from there, then so you are like if you crash, one designer atatuma report nasema hii imecrash because nilikuwa nawakia hii. Then kuna ule atapata issue nyingine. Then kuna zile so unajua these guys, as much as they never want to admit, they always monitor how we use these softwares. Sasa utapatanga kuna ile tool wewe ulikuwa unatumianga sana. In the next update, hiyo tool imetolewa. Unashangaa kwa ni what happened. Ukienda uangalie kwa nini? Ukienda Reddit uangalie ama uende uangalie kwa community, unapata hakuna msee ana complain. Then you're like, kwa ni what happened? Kumbe ni ile tool wao walikuwa wanatumia sana. Other people were not using. So they were monitoring how people use that tool.
Yeah.
So by the end of the day unapata shit imeshatolewa. Then you're like, why? So people need to understand that before you take something to the market, you need to test it with a few people to see how it works. Don't just rush it at your dev hapo lazima Monday iende and we need a final version on Monday. No, it doesn't work that way. You need to ingia kwa market, you try with a few people, you see how it works. Is it going to manage those few people? What are the consequences of releasing early that beta version? Okay, your beta version iko na issue gani? Inatoka beta inaenda kuna another version before we release the final version.
Hiyo term sahi imepotea.
So ina move hivyo, then the final version, you're sure as much as it's not that perfect, but it's going to handle everything slightly well. Because hata says Facebook has its own issues. It's not 100%. Ukienda hata X, it has its own issues. Instagram iko na issues zake. Kuna ule mzee anaingia tu Instagram na angalia UI. Hiyo inikalie poa. Kuna ule mwenye anaingia Twitter anashangaa sasa huko ni wapi huko. So like people want something perfect, but by the end of the day we'll never get anything perfect. It takes time.
Yeah.
So by the end of the day, as much as we all want everything by tomorrow, we'll just need to understand one thing. You can make something better with time.
Yeah. Ama it's called deadline because they pushing us to die.
It's dead. Silly line and then hapo ndo kuna death. Hapo ndo kaburi imechimbwa.
That's why they always push us. Yeah. So today's sponsor is Trash Dash. Trash Dash is a cleaning service and they offer fast, clean and reliable services. They offer commercial cleaning, residential cleaning. Yeah, hizo ofisi tunaingia machozi kinuka. You should check out for this one. Post-construction cleaning. By the way, this is something should be considered.
Sindio?
Yeah, people are just constructing wanatupa tu takataka.
Especially Nairobi.
Move in, move out cleaning. Really? Moving out. Do you clean your house when you move out? Anyway, they do that. Okay. Event cleanup. Watu wa summer tides. Muliache uko kuchafu.
Yata takataka mingi sana huko.
Wana complain.
Yeah. And sanitary bin collections. You'll check out their number. We have it on the screen here. And if you need their service, you will get very fast, clean and reliable from them. Yeah, so check out Trash Dash and mwenyewe utajionea. Back to the conversation. Do you also think imposter syndrome affects level of delivery? Jiamini, because we challenge ourselves every day. I don't think you worked on the same project ever since you started your career. There are times you get... The problem is, if anyone knows you're a designer, if they have anything that is design related, they will think of you. And sometimes you need the money. You challenge yourself and you take it. And there's that push to get it done. And you are not doing it from an expertise level, but a beginner's level. Have you ever been there?
Oh my God, mara mingi.
Ama hata leo.
Kuna hii kitu ilitumwa kwa the community, ilikuwa ikisema I forgot it, but ilikuwa ikisema sometimes unasikianga kama wewe ni a fraud. Like unaona ai huku sijui uliletwa kufanya nini. Na the same thing that you've said, where you take something not because you take something cause so unaonanga watu wakitumia hii kitu na unahitaji the money or you want the money. And I feel like imposter syndrome does play a part, like in how you might deliver, because labda over compensate. You're trying to compensate because you're like, sikuangi na like unaona umeambiana utadeliver, you promise someone you'll deliver, but you know very well you're not, so you end up overgoing. But I think good designers just una push through too, like even though unajua Miss J hadi tumia hadi Photoshop nini, unasikianga tu
YouTube
kwa
becomes your best friend.
But
How do you
unasomesha kitu na mouse, how do you I feel like you just keep unasonga tu nayo, alafu hadi unapatanga hawajui unaending up ku find out so much more juu ulisonga tu ukisonganga, unapigia Mose hapo unamuuliza hii ni nini, by the time umemaliza una realize you've actually done.
Mose anachukua na change na natumia Mose anabadilisha,
anakwambia ni nini
mimi nitumia Siwezi kudanganya, nitumia mimi nitaharibu. Nitumia mimi siwezi kudanganya. I'll deconstruct your work, then I'll construct it. Actually, I used to be there. I never did in something structural, but near packaging. When you're packaging, it has also, I think, something like structural something. Before hizo cartons, you need to study it structurally in a carton. How it will form, wapi, then unaonanga vile siku hizo ukifungua simu, it has a very different test. Kama vile ukifungua simu, unajua kitambo ilikuwa tu ni zile mataki ni unafungua. Siku hizi kuna mahali unapili hivi unasikia vizuri, alafu unaachilia kanaanguka basi. So nikianza kufanya packaging, I never knew anything about packaging, literally. I've just gone into a corporate world. I'm being told you need to do this, then I'm like, how do you do this? Then from there, those people wenye mnacheka ati anasukuma mouse, then anaingia. I was there. I ended up learning a lot and even becoming better. Nowadays, I've become a better packaging designer than what I was because of that. So, one or the other, you need that imposter syndrome kumbali. Like, you don't let it consume you, but take it as an advantage to learn. Because if you consume, nakumaliza hii tunahitaji vacation, nashangaza sasa naanzia wapi.
The biggest question in the room still remains, can speed come with quality? If you are a senior designer,
Me, I'll tell you, not all the time.
But it can.
It can.
Yeah.
I can't disagree that it cannot. It can, because I've been there. I've created some of my best artworks because of a very short period of time, and I've created some of my worst designs that I can't even show someone because of time. So speed, yeah, you can have a good quality work, even a better job that you've ever done, and you can have a worst design that you've ever seen. Hata zile za AI zitakuwa zinakaa vizuri.
Okay. And do you think designers, we are just lazy, especially freelancers? Do you think we are just lazy, or actually there's no time to do something? Because some time back I was doing freelancing on Fiverr, and it used to have a timer. Once a client pays and confirms that he has delivered the assets, the requirements, timer inaanza clock. It keeps you on toes. Even if you're sleeping, bado inahesabu tu. Kama alisema ni 5 days, counter inaanza 5 days. How many hours? 23 hours. Hivyo ikihesabu 2 seconds, like that. And it actually, at that time, I was being pushed. When you wake up, you actually just do it. Sometimes there's that bit of laziness in us, or me, I'm speaking from my own point of view, where you feel like you just don't want to do anything. You just want to sit. Let me sit and wait for idea. Or acha niochaka ka episode. So, do you think like that plays a role in making things look like we are being pushed to deliver with a tight deadline? Ama generally too, there's no time to work on things sometimes?
Me as a person who nimetoka corporate, and I've never thought of returning to corporate. Someone else to manage my time. I think we designers, when we are not on that time, we are just lazy. Me, I'll admit. If you want to come and kill me, kill me. If you want to judge me, judge me. Yeah, no, me, I'll always accept what. Saying that, I'm just telling the truth. You're just lazy. At times, I just wake up in the morning and I just want to open a series or a movie. I just want to spend the whole day doing nothing. I just watch a series. Because I don't have that urge GTO. I can wake up in the middle of the week on Wednesday. Wakati watu mnang'ang'ana kukimbiana ziku kwenda kupaka, mimi nafungua movie naanza kuona.
Unasikia Jumatatu kwa nje, beba tao. Unafunga window hawana.
Funga dirisha. Na unaongezea nini blanket.
Sometimes we are just lazy, of which is understandable. Being creative, inafikanga at times that you, as much as you want to push yourself, but by the end of the day ukiangalia kitu yenye unafanya, then you're like, what the fuck am I doing? Let me just have my own time. Then wakati everything has just relaxed, you become a little bit lazy. Sometimes you extend.
Yeah.
Then later on you're like, I've become this Einstein of design. Yeah. So me sizi danga, as much as being naambiwa watu you need to work hard, me sometimes I'm lazy. Yeah. It's the fact, because ni kama this week I was working on something, then ikafika mahali, then I've worked on that thing for a long time, then I'm like, no, I can't. Then I decided to just become lazy by default. Took remote, sat down and open an animation. It spent like almost several hours. So like, I think we're just, sometimes not all the time. Sometimes we are just lazy. We don't want to do something. And yeah.
There's a theory. It's just, I'm saying theory because I don't think it has been proved, because I've never also been asked, but I concur. That says creatives are the biggest procrastinators on earth, including, there's a story that even sometimes Steve Jobs would just sit and do nothing. And as I subscribe to that, what you're saying, I'm just echoing that, and with the theory. Sometimes procrastination, men have been there. There's a time there were projects coming like fire, like landslide. and they just keep coming. That time when you feel like you don't want to even do much, they keep coming, and I was the biggest procrastinator. Phones are ringing, messages are coming in, emails.
Umefika wapi?
Yeah. And you don't feel like doing anything. So it becomes very chaotic. That it drains you, even your creative energy and all that. So that theory, yes, I subscribe to it. Sometimes there's too much. I think it's expectation. I'll say that. There's too much expectation, and you are scared if you'll be able to meet them or exceed. They make you take a step back and get in your duvet, blanket. And
Just young.
Me at times, I can close in a very huge project. Then I don't have any idea. This is the reason why I love long-term projects. Because as a car, can be a client, brand identity plus packaging design, it will take roughly 3 months. I know 90% of those 3 months I'll be doing nothing.
they're hearing you.
Sawa.
I know myself, like the first week when that project starts, I'll have absolutely nothing. I'm just lazy 100%. Then the following week something will kick in and say, let me try this. And I usually have this problem, like I can go from 0 idea to 20 ideas within a split of a second.
Yeah.
You can start with one phase, then you're like, nikijaribu hii na change hii introduce hapo hivi. Then things just flow. Then there are those days I'm like, acha episode 2. So I usually give those long period of time, because by the end of the day, if it's a short period of time, I won't get what I want, and I won't give you what I want. So when it takes time, there was one time I think even as much as one remember to me, I watch movies differently. I don't watch movies as everyone. I find
nimeona hiyo ni gari gani hiyo.
Naangalia kwa background, I see if sometimes unapata kwa background kuna posters. Wajua kuna zile prototypes zenye wanakonga monitors za kutumia kwa that movies. Utapata kuna magazine, kuna like camera angles. So that also gives you another idea. As much as wanasema it's a waste of time watching movies. Me, I'll tell people, don't watch movies like everyone. Some people watch movies for fun. Some of us watch movies to learn.
Yeah. I agree, yeah. Even music, I also listen music differently because I've been an enthusiast into music production. You listen to different elements, instruments, production, how the sound has been altered, how the stereotype has been, all that. Yeah. Do you think money is a factor also in terms of speed versus quality? Because sometimes you might be so broke. You're given a project and the client says 1 week, and you don't have 1 week. You need money now. Unairukia. Sasa hiyo unamwambia ndio hii kesho. And sometimes you're so loaded that you feel like una pressure, especially ukiwa loaded, ulikuwangi na pressure na project.
Ukwai, sintampa ananiharakisha nini?
Sometimes nakuanga hapo. Mimi I have several projects. Kuna wale clients wenye naangalianga hivyo, una communicate naye, then you're like, this is a red flag. Unamtumia tu kwa tufala. Because there's no need. I have like 2-3 guaranteed clients. Any clients already washalipa deposit. Then you need to add another client when utakuja msumbuane. What is the deal of that? Just send him a crazy quote. Ile nyonja by the end of the day atakata. Aki-agree, it's okay, fine.
Unapatanga na agree.
That's the problem.
Unashangaja. Aya.
What is happening? So then kuna ile time ya like unaona zile red flags zote za kusema this is a client from here. Then you're like ukiangalia pocket mazuko tu na robe mbele na nyuma. Leta.
Alafu unamtumia, alafu anakuambia let me review after 1 week.
Exactly.
Na hivyo tu ndio imeenda. Na hivyo tu ndo umeenda. Na hii economy. Na hii economy we.
But me, I've come to learn one thing. Despite I'm not telling everyone to do this, but sometimes I've learned that peace of mind is the most important thing as a creative. And I've reached at a point whereby I don't have work, I have less money, but if I see some red flags on some certain clients, I don't take that job. Because najua, the peace of mind that will be you experiencing that time,
will be pieces.
Mi sitaki mtu aniharibie that peace of mind. Unaweza pata like those days that you just happy, utaki tu stress yote. Then kuna client anakuja amekuwa referred. Kama kuna client amekuja then ameanza kuniambia ati siwezi kupatia deposit because I don't know your work. Then I'm like, kwani who referred to you? I've worked with that person. They know my work. Then
mbona uko hapa?
At your I don't know how that works. I mean, that's my standard procedure. I'm like, okay, it's fine. Go find other designers who can do that. Me siwezi.
Na maybe to ask a question. Mtu ametoka Moringa, ametoka Zindua, ametoka wherever ametoka, ndo anataka sasa kuingia into the market. Na hajakuwa na clients, hajakuwa na experience, ama amekuwa school of YouTube. So ndo unaanza, haujai kuwa labda hadi utaki pesa, labda tu unataka the experience. Na vizuri unaona tu ni red flag, tu ni a client from hell. So ebu imagine wewe ni that designer mwenye maybe anaanza, what will you tell that designer mwenye anaanza sai na ako like, hey, mimi nataka tu kupata experience, hata kama ananiambia nitaki the next 1 hour. Like what will you tell your designer mwenye anaanza saizi na ako like, mimi nataka tu something?
Kama anatoka Moringa, asiringe. Take any job you can get, because you're just working on your skills. If you're from Zindua, take that job. Zindua zaidi. So take the job. You know, you're starting. You want to get the experience. You want to, you're on a runway. You're taking off. Any anything for you is a runway. So take whichever comes your way. Ukianza kunanga kuchagua.
Ana kuchagua.
But I agree with them. Because when it reaches at a point whereby inakwambia kuna ule client atakuja ni as much as sina don't amwambia easy. It's because I've faced several clients like that. They think at this point whereby I don't have money, but I'm like, nah, I've seen this thing before and I do not go through again. So ukitoka shule then client akuonyesha all the red flags. Like hata wewe umetoka shule unajua red flag ni gani? Hakuna red flag unajua.
So umesikiza podcast. So umesikiza PK wakasema ndio hizi hapa na hapa. Sasa unaziona live.
Alijasema red flag zote. Kuna zingine kuna wale client unajua kwa shetani kuna branch tofauti.
Na kila client ni different as much as they share some elements. Wako different. Guys, weekend is a sumu hapa bana. Na zaguns. Peke hapa. We have our creatives. They do lawn and gardening services. If you have a lawn, sorry kwa wale ya mwishi side ya Njeve na trees. But if you live in the side ya Njeve na trees, you have a lawn, which means grass. Si pesa lawn. They do lawn and gardening services. They also sell flowers. You can, for everyone, yeah. You can, things like these ones here, you can put them on your desk, in a corner somewhere in your home. Or if you happen to have your own compound, they can do gardening and put beautiful flowers for you there and maintain. So check out for them. The link is going to be in the description and their post is going to appear somewhere here. Okay. Kuwakumbusha tu tuko na event 25th wakubwa. Kumbe event ilikuwa ya nini? I keep forgetting.
25th or 26th?
25th. Design trends, and we are going to ask designers what's stacking, what's emerging now. So come engage with us, be part of the conversation. Let's learn what cloud can do better now and what it can't, and if there are better tools out there. There's one called, by the Atlas.ai. Have you ever guys used that in terms of mapping and thinking? Wow, that tool is crazy.
Atlas.ai.
It's just for not prototyping. What is it called? Mind mapping. If you have any idea, even if you want to design a poster, itaku mind map. It will go to the searches and check the easy vitu watu fanya kwa na uni naitwaje, is a writing research, research. It goes and finds the research that are related to what you are looking at, and you can even read through and understand clearly. They have not sponsored us, but I like that tool.
Hii ni ya kuwasaidia.
Kuwakumbusha tu pia. Atlas.ai. Yeah, so come be part of the conversation. We'll be talking of such tools and more. And it's gonna be fun. Yeah, any last sentiments on design na speed? Tumesema watu wa Moringa
wasiringe na watu wazindua wazindue zaidi.
Zindukeni.
By the way, speaking of zindua, if you have any if you want to be in a tech space, I'll say tech because it's changing and emerging, designers, developers and all that. Check out Zindua School. They offer courses at bei ya mwananchi.
Bei ya hii economy.
Yeah, Kasongo's economy.
They are one of our biggest sponsors, and they're the reason as to why we are breathing as KDK. Link is going to be in the description. We hosted our last event there and we engaged with some of the students there. It was fun. They have a good school. They have facilities that are well thought of. And yeah, utazindua maneno huko.
Wako na TV kubwa.
Sana mingi.
Na si moja. Na inakontroliwa na remote. Yeah. We have merchandise. Match ukimatch nae maneno bana.
Maneno match ya calendar.
Check out our shop. The link also is going to be on the description. If you have any specific customizable design you want, but should be in KDK colors definitely.
Hii na kafiti walininyima. Hii walininyima. Hii niliombewa nipatie ni advertise wakaninyima.
Slide kwa DM. Kulete maneno bana.
Tap the screen.
Wewe.
Tap.
Nani atazikunja? Anyway, it's been a blast, guys. Thank you so much for being part of this conversation. I hope you've been entertained. If you've not, sorry, but more is coming. Check out our community. We have links to WhatsApp community that's engaging for all people in the design space. Not only designers, but if you're into tech. Yeah, and we have an event on October date.
October date 31st.
Yeah, 31st. It's gonna be the biggest mother of all events.
Where's it cost?
These small ones that we are having are building towards that. It's a build up.
It will be a nuclear event.
Yeah. So that one is gonna be, the tickets are gonna be shared soon. So keep
at a very affordable prices.
Visit the KDK.
Yeah, visit KDK and get a spot for you and your kamutu.
Mmeka lipo mdogo mdogo. Mmeka lipo mdogo mdogo.
Alibads.
Hakuna lipo mdogo mdogo. Tuweke lipo mtu anaweka kama 500.
Leo 100, kesho 50. Kesho 200.
Yeah, you can start lipa mdogo. Si bora unatuma. We'll have We love the receipts. Atuta kugonga. So thank you so much, guys, for being part of this conversation. Hope to see you in the event and in the next episode. Bye. See you. Bye.
Yes.